The Dog Sled. The dog has a sled, a cheap thing of blue plastic, lighter than him, but not the way that he uses it. He likes to bite snowballs and put them on his sled, and then he grabs the white and red cord knotted at the end to pull it along. By the time he gets 10 yards, half of his found snowballs are gone, and he seems all the happier not to notice. Luckily for me, I can pick up the snowballs in his wake. I toss them when he's not looking, and from the look of it, you'd think he was the happiest pup in the world. I'm trying not to ruin things. He once saw me holding a snowball, one he picked up, put on his sled, lost from the pulling of his sled, and then ignored as it was 20 feet behind. He growled at me. I had little choice but to put it back on his sled. I've never been accused by a dog before. The moment passed, and he was back to his happiness of collecting snowballs. When he bit one too hard, it broke in half. He whimpered and looked at me. All right, all right. I mended it, but it was a full minute of whimpering until I directed him to another snowball. We did this until he was tired, which was about 15 minutes, or 30 lifetimes in puppy months. He tried to drag his sled out of the snow but could not. The snowballs were melting upon one another and grew dense as the sleepy puppy attempting to pull them. I carried him inside, and it's been that way every time it snows. Now at 14 years, my old dog has never learned much by way of new tricks. He pulls his sled with ease now, and sometimes with dis-ease. The arthritis in his bones is taking its toll. The snowball pile is comprised of slightly smaller snowballs, but from the snorting and huffing, you would think my old boy was robbed. I was only trying to keep the weight of the sled down. I can't even remember where we got the sled. I'm starting to wonder where it came from. On his 15th year, he didn't want to go out into the snows, and I didn't blame him, though I felt sadder for it. When he died, it was spring. He was cremated and his ashes were kept in a box. I didn't know where to bury him, and I kept the box tucked away. Every time I remembered him and it, I felt a brooding guilt come over me. When winter came again, I decided on something sorrowfully sickening. If I heard anyone else doing this, I'd wash my hands of them. I took the ashes and some snow. I made individual snowballs mixing the two, and then I dragged them in the sled around my woods. I didn't want to chance half-burnt bones getting caught in the lawnmower come summer. Awful, I know, but no one saw me. I marched through the woods, feeling ridiculous, and one by one the ashen snowballs fell away. One even dropped into the flowing creek I didn't know was there until after I put my foot through it. I didn't see when the last snowball fell away, and I was gutted over that more than anything. I meant to know. I wanted to see the last of him go one last time. And then it was me bringing the dog sled back into my garage. I had half a mind to dry my tears and was relieved to remember the gloves I wore and the sled I had. I'll wash the sled come spring, I said, for no one's benefit but my own. And then I'll throw away these gloves. The gloves were tossed. The sled remains hanging in my garage. Twice it fell in the car and set off the alarm in the night. I was angry long enough until I saw it. The first time at least. The second time I threw the sled outside and felt guilty come morning. But when I went to retrieve it, I couldn't find it anywhere. The wind. It must be the wind. And I would have believed it and left it at that. Until I was driving home one day from shopping and saw the Andersons' new poodle pup dragging the sled along with its teeth. The sled had no snowballs, but the pup liked to dig and kick snow backwards onto it before dragging it around again. The Andersons found it funny enough to film. Bless them. I really should have washed it first.